7 is Paranormal Activity. I was in two minds whether I should include any films from this particular franchise, as I do find their sole reliance and overuse of the jump scare. I believe that becomes very tedious very quickly. However, this is the film that kept the found footage franchise alive from 2007 onwards.
Katie, Christy, I want you to concentrate.
I need you to concentrate.
It's just like in some sort of like trance state.
Where'd you get this?
From a box of like 80 VHS tapes the old homeowners left in the basement.
This tape is like 20 years old.
Tell me what you see.
I think I see two men. What are your names?
Ryan. Mike.
We're the Fleege brothers.
Brothers.
For whatever reason, these films consistently find an audience and turn a profit. To date, there have been 6 Paranormal Activity movies released in North America. In 2010, a Japanese sequel was released, Paranormal Activity Tokyo Night. And if you look at the statistics behind the films, they really do bring in the money for the studios. In 2007, the original Paranormal Activity was released with only a budget of $15 million, and it brought in a worldwide gross of $193 million. All those years later, Paranormal Activity 6, it had a budget of $10 million, and it still brought in a worldwide gross of $78 million. Like them or loathe them, they certainly are of note when looking at found footage.
Mike, there's something behind you.
He'll do.
Number 8 is As Above, So Below. Now, if Cloverfield is the Blair Witch meets Godzilla, and if the Borderlands is the Blair Witch meets the Wicker Man, then As Above, So Below is the Blair Witch meets The Descent, with just a dash of Indiana Jones thrown in. The film follows Scarlett Marlowe, an alchemy scholar, searching for the fabled philosopher's stone. According to middle-aged legend, the stone is meant to be able to convert base metals into gold and can also grant eternal life. As Scarlett and her crew venture deeper into the catacombs below Paris, it becomes apparent that they may, in fact, have actually discovered the gateway to hell itself. Certainly a diverting 93 minutes. Number 9 is Chronicle from 2012, directed by the ill-fated Josh Trank. Chronicle tells the story of 3 high school seniors who are imbued with superpowers. It's essentially a superhero origin story told from the first-person perspective. The film continues the trend of found footage movies turning an incredible profit. Made for only $12 million, Chronicle ultimately had a worldwide gross of $127 million. The movie was nominated for Best Science Fiction Feature at the 39th Saturn Awards, and Roger Ebert described Chronicle as an uncommonly entertaining movie that involves a superhero origin story, a sci-fi fantasy, and a drama about a disturbed teenager. I particularly liked the visuals towards the end, which were reminiscent of the manga opus Akira. Recommendation number 10 is Ghostwatch from 1992, the only film on the list that actually predates the Blair Witch Project. Ghostwatch was a British reality horror / mockumentary which was screened on Halloween of the same year. Now, despite being filmed weeks in advance, Ghostwatch was presented as live television. The basic narrative was that a live broadcast was going to come from one of the most haunted houses in the country, and viewers would be invited to watch and take part in the experience. The feel of reality that the film presented was further strengthened by the fact that the piece was presented by well-known television presenters and had very convincing actors playing all the other roles. It was not divulged to the audience, however, that this was a work of fiction, which led to an absolute outcry in the British press, and also saw 30,000 calls and complaints being made to the BBC in 1 hour alone. In 2013, a retrospective documentary about Ghostwatch was released that examined the lasting impact that it has on the British psyche. I believe that Ghostwatch in its absolute entirety is available on YouTube. If it still is, I will provide a link to watch the piece at the end of this clip. So there we have 10 recommendations from the world of found footage. If any of them appeal to you, by all means take a look. Let me know what you think. As soon as Blair Witch 2016 is released, I'll be releasing my thoughts on that. In the meantime, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.